Hi there, I'm Michelle Shelton, designated broker at Life Real Estate. And today I want to share with you the new Breeze system. If you've ever struggled with your sellers getting you the seller property disclosure statements or well spuds or affidavit of disclosure, any of those types of disclosures, they can now be filled out by the seller online through AAR. Now, of course, like if it's an affidavit of disclosure, you have to have that, the original, and have it notarized. So you definitely, there's some forms that this isn't going to work for, but they do have lead-based paint in there. There's different forms that are coming soon. So I want to show you how to get started because it is one of your Realtor benefits. So let's turn the screen around and take a look. Go to AAR online and you're going to log in. So you can see it shows here Breeze fillable disclosure forms. Register now. I've already registered, so I don't know what it's going to show me, so I guess we'll see here. A new way to disclose. So you can do it actually from your phone, but let's see if we can get in here. Actually, it might let me sign in. Let's see, because I was here today. I'm just going to use my Emmett Team Shelton email. And then I haven't done anything past this. I put in a random address and sent that to Emma so that we could kind of play with this. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this set up. And I'm going to invite my team. So share or request access is here. I'm going to do share now, share account, because Emma and I work together. And we'll invite Emma. And now, I don't know why it still says question mark. That's kind of weird. But let's start new disclosures. Who are you working on behalf of? Me, I guess. Let's see if we can figure this out. Would you like to send disclosures to a new or existing property? Actually, let me go on to my, let's go pick one of our listings and we'll just do one of the ones that are already like closed, or this one's fine. Do this one. Let's try the MLS number and see how that works. So let's try that and see. Yep, there it is. That's pretty slick. I like that. And that one is in Pinell County. Residential seller. So you can see they have the lead-based paint. HOA's coming soon. Domestic well water. All of these forms are coming soon. And so, and they've got rentals, and then they've got a notice, which is just like whenever you have to give notice, I believe. But let's go ahead and look at the seller property disclosure statement. We'll choose that one. This client is an entity. So if it was a trust or something like that, you could put that in there, but we're just gonna put my name in here. Let's see, let me do, all these emails go to me, so I'm just gonna use a different email so it doesn't confuse us, so it can confuse the system. It's time to complete your disclosures, and Arizona home sellers are required to communicate all known issues. Okay, great. Has my signature in there and the whole bit. You're almost done. So creating the package, sending your documents. Interesting, and it's almost like a DocuSign where it says not started. You can download them or resend them. Let's go ahead and go to my email and see what came in. Here they are. Fill out your seller disclosures. Now the risk of this, folks, is you don't want to be filling these out for your clients. I mean, that's always kind of been the risk. We want to make sure that our sellers are actually filling them out. You want to go in and review the terms of use. I have not done that, or the privacy notice. And then go ahead and click here saying that they've read it. the address. The nice thing about being able to enter the MLS number is they don't have to enter all that information. It puts it in there. You can now ask your agent anything right here in Breeze. Wow, I don't know how that's going to work. You can ask your agent a question as you fill out your disclosures. You ask your question, your agent will review it and get back to you. Okay, so I guess that is, it doesn't really say how to do that. So I don't know. Let's go to the form. And it's going to take you through each one of these when it turns blue. I don't know if you can save it, so let's see if we can do that. Arizona law requires a seller to disclose material or important facts about the property, even if you're not asked by the buyer or real estate agent. These disclosure obligations remain even if you and the buyer agree that no seller property disclosure statement will be provided. Thank you for saying that. When the market was a little bit crazy and there was a lot of investors and bank-owned properties that they weren't providing seller property disclosures. So if you weren't in that market, you might think that seems weird. The seller property disclosure is designed to assist you, the seller, in making these legally required disclosures and to avoid inadvertent non-disclosures of material facts. To satisfy your disclosure obligations and protect yourself against alleged non-disclosure, should complete the seller property disclosures by answering all questions as truthfully as possible. Let's keep going. If the buyer asks you about an aspect of the property, you have a duty to disclose the information. I do like this. I mean, I don't think that this is, like, we actually walk people through this, and there's a little bit of a danger that they won't read this. So we will continue to educate them and guide them on this form. But I do like it that it shows, the things they're not obligated to disclose, because we always go through that in our agency form. The site of a natural death, suicide, homicide, or any crime classified as a felony, owned or occupied by a person exposed to HIV, diagnosed as having AIDS or any other disease not known to be transmitted through common occupancy of real estate, or located in the vicinity of a sex offender. However, the law does not protect a seller who makes an intentional misrepresentation. For example, if you are asked whether there's been a death on the property and you know that there was such a death, you should not answer no or I don't know. Instead, you should either answer truthfully or respond that you're not legally required to answer that question. Again, it's important that you go through this with your clients, because if you fail to do so and they don't read this, it's even though they're responsible, they may not be happy about it and they may not understand. Okay, well, this is going through it again. It seems a little bit overkill, but sellers are obligated by law to disclose all known material facts about the property to the buyer. The seller property disclosure statement is designed to assist you in making these disclosures if you know something important. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my gosh, it seems like a lot of disclosure before the disclosures to me. Complete the form yourself, answer all questions truthfully as fully as possible, attach all available supporting documentation, use explanation box as necessary. If you do not have the personal knowledge to answer a question, use the explanation box to explain. By signing on page 9, you acknowledge that the failure to disclose known material information about the property may result in liability. So we're always wanting to protect our clients from liability. Although the sellers are obligated to disclose, review this form and any attachments carefully, verify all important information, ask about any incomplete or inadequate responses, inquire about concerns not addressed on the SPUDs, review all other applicable documents such as CCNRs, associations, bylaws, surveys, rules, and the title report or commitment, obtain professional inspections of the property, investigate the surrounding area. So this is almost some of this is, it's almost like buyer advisor-ish. And that's a message to the buyer, which I'm not sure why the buyer would be seeing that, because I'm assuming, I haven't used this yet, folks, so I'm making the assumption that it actually fills it out for you and emails it, but maybe it sends a link so that they can review it here. The following are representations of the seller and are not verified by the broker or the agent. Wow, it is a lot to get through. Property shall mean the real property, all fixtures and improvements. Okay, so legal owner of this property, Bugs Bunny, date acquired, I don't know, May of 2004. Bugs was doing pretty good in that market. Does the property include any leased land? No. Arizona law imposes certain requirements on the sale or lease of subdivided. Okay, well, I said no, didn't I? So why is it bringing it up? Okay. Are you aware if the property is located in an unincorporated area of the county? The interesting thing about this is that a lot of people, a lot of agents don't know, is you get a horse property in the middle of Gilbert and think that it is not in an unincorporated area of the county, and it is. So if you see meets and bounds on your legal description, even if it's sitting right in the middle of town, that means it's on a county island. That's a pretty good indicator it's on a county island. So you would answer yes, and because an affidavit of disclosure would be required. The property is currently owner occupied. Are you aware of any regulations surrounding length of time for rentals? No. Is the legal owner of the property a foreign... Oh, where'd that go? No. Is the property located in a community defined? No. Property and ownership, approximate year built, we'll say 2000. Now I'm assuming that if you hit the little flag, that means you can come back to it or ask your agent a question. I bet that's where you can ask your agent. Are you aware if the property is designated as a historic home? No. Notice to buyer. If the property is in a subdivision public report, which contains a variety of information about the subdivision at the time the subdivision was approved, may be available by contacting ADRE or the home builder. The public report information may be outdated. Okay. Have you entered into any agreement to transfer your interest? No. Are you aware if there's any association? No. Are you aware of any of the following accord against the, let's say, no. Are you aware of any assessments affecting the property? No. Are you aware of any of the following title issues affecting the property? So we may have, there's some recorded easements, and then other than that, please provide an explanation. So that opens a box if you have, could be special use permit. Maybe somebody's boarding horses. My brain sees everything in horse property for the most part. But then you would provide an answer there. That's pretty cool. Are you aware if the property is located within the boundaries of a CFD? No. Are you aware of any public or private use paths or roadways? Well, there's that easement I just talked about, but no. Are you aware of any problems with legal or physical access to the property? No. The road or street is access to the property is maintained by the city. Are you aware of any notices of potential violations or unresolved violation of any of the following? No. Now, most properties will have a CC&R, so let's see what happens if we click that. Please provide an explanation. No dogs over 25 pounds. No chickens, whatever it is. Next. Okay. And then notice your claims history, your credit report, the property claims history, occupancy, and other factors may affect the insurability of the property and at what cost. Under Arizona law, your insurance company may cancel your homeowner's insurance within 60 days after the effective date. Contact your insurance company. Are you aware of any homeowner's insurance claims? No. Building and safety information. You can start the next section. Contact a professional to verify the condition of the roof. Okay. Oh, that's to the buyer. Approximate age of the roof is, we'll do 2 years. Are you aware of any past or present roof leaks? Yes. The roof was leaking over the garage and we put on a new roof 2 years ago. Great. Are you any past or present? Are you aware of any other past or present? No. Aware of any other roof repairs? Well, yes. I mean, brand new roof 2 years ago. Is there a roof warranty? Yes. Attach a copy. Okay, so the no. Are you aware of any interior wall, ceiling, door, window, or floor problems? No. Are you aware of any past or present cracks? Yes. Normal settlement cracks in stucco. Or stucco. Are you aware of any chimney or fireplace problems? No. Are you aware of any damage to any structure on the property? Water. There was a roof leak over the garage and it ruined some personal property in the garage, or whatever, or garage. Oh, change saved. Okay, so that's good. Did you know that you can go here, you can go to the TARF website. I don't know if you guys do that, but anytime there is a there's a termite inspection and they find termites, it is actually recorded on here. So we look up all of our properties. The website that I go to is TARF, azda.gov. So I'm not sure about the other one, how to look it up on there. But we just do a simple search. And I will tell you one that we just did. It's a property we have under contract. And the best way to do this is to only enter the first part of the street number. Why isn't it letting me? Right here. So what I do is I enter 15712, I think. Let's see if that's the right. I might have to look it up. And then what you do is you look for the street name here. That must not be the number. Let me look it up. So we go over here to, actually I'm gonna go up here, Skinner. And it is 15312. So if you go back over to the TARF website and you do 153, and then you don't want to put the whole address in there. I found it to be very temperamental, and you can see right here, if you click on that, it will show you, well, you can see it right there. You can see it shows the report number 3/15/2023, who was the person that did the inspection, and then who was the company, and it'll show you that. So wood infestation report means a document authorized by ARS statute and prepared in connection with the sale, refinancing of real estate property, regardless of whether the report is used as part of the sale or refinancing. So I don't know if you click on that, it doesn't do anything, but anyway, You can definitely look up properties, and once they're reported, I mean, then it's public information. Past presence of termite or other, no. Current, present, no. Past or present damage to the property, no. Are you aware of past or present treatments for the property? No. Is there a termite warranty? No. Oh wow, heating type. Let's do heat pump. This could be challenging for people. Let's say 20 years. Cooling. I guess it would be a heat pump too. I don't know that much about cooling. I can see where this is going. These are going to be the things that are said. Are you aware of any past or present problems? No. Plumbing, are you aware of the types of water pipes? Sorry guys, I know this is probably really boring watching me do this. So let's flag some of this stuff. Ask your agent a question. So let's just do, what is this? What is this? I'm probably not going to know what it is. I wonder if it connects it to that question. Are you aware of any past or present problem? Are you aware of any water pressure? No. Type of water heater, electric, 5 years. Now, sometimes you may have to teach your clients how to go out and look on the water tank to see how old it is. Are you aware of any past or present water heater problems? At least it doesn't say hot water heater. Is there a landscaping watering system? Yes. Automatic timer. If yes, are you aware of any past problems? No. Are there any water treatment? An RO? Is the worst owned? That's kind of nice because it's, sometimes you don't, I always ask people, I'm like constantly asking them saying, we have to disclose in the first few days if you have any leased items. Are you aware of any past or present problems with the water treatment system? No. Does the property contain any of the following? No. I'm going to try to get through this quicker. Are you aware of are you aware if a swimming pool was? No, I don't know any of that. Do you lease any pool equipment? No, there's no pool. It seems like it should skip the pool stuff if you say there's no pool, but don't know of the wiring. Are you aware of any past or present problems with the electrical system? Is there a charging station? Yes. Owned. I didn't know you could lease those. Is there a security system? No. Are you aware of any past or present problems with the security system? No, there isn't one. It seems like if you say no, it should skip those. Does the property contain any of the following systems or detectors? No, no smoke detectors. Are you aware of any animals or pets? No, we hate pets. I've had people say that. I'm like, who hates dogs? No, you can't hate dogs. If you hate dogs, we automatically just cancel the listing appointment. Are you aware or have you observed any of the following anywhere on the property? Rabid animals. That's why we don't like dogs. No. Has the property been serviced or treated for pests? No. Notice to seller and buyer. Oh, good. It has the $1,000 contractor thing in here. That's pretty cool. Are you aware of any work performed on the property such as building, plumbing, electrical, or other improvements? No, it's a dump. We haven't done anything. Are there any security bars? No. Are you aware of any past old problems with the built-in appliances? No. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because you kind of get the gist of it. I do want to see what it looks like done though, so maybe I need to keep going. Maybe I just need to I'll just go through and do everything. There's no fire on the, nothing. No. It's good, folks, to go through this and take a run through it one time because How can we ask our clients to do something that we're not willing to go through and learn? But it does look like the buyer gets a copy or link to this actual document. So it's more like a living document, which I find really interesting. You could go in and if something happens, you could certainly keep it updated. Lift pump, contract up to, okay. So it has the disclosures, and then it has like almost buyer advisory stuff mixed into it. So we'll just say name of provider, City of Phoenix. Whoa, what is that? Are you aware of any past? No. Is it property? No. See, that's kind of tricky because people sometimes don't know the difference between a septic and a sewer. Settlement, drainage, erosion. Are you aware of any past or present problems in close proximity? No. Notice to buyer. The Arizona Department of Real Estate provides earth fissures. Okay. Are you aware if the property is subject to any present or proposed effects? They should put water in here because, like up in Rio Verde, the water is kind of an issue. Oh, they have drug laboratories in here now. I would think that would be a little bit conflicting with the any crime classified as a felony. Are you aware if the property is located in the vicinity of a public or private airport? Notice to buyer. Pursuant to Arizona law, seller should provide a written disclosure to the buyer if the property is located in the territory, vicinity of a military airport or ancillary military facility. Okay. If the property is located in the vicinity of no. Are you aware of the presence of any of the following? No. Super fun. It's going to be areas like South Scottsdale. Environmental. Are you aware any open mine shafts? I don't know where that would be. Maybe Globe. Are you aware if any portion of the property is in a flood? No. Are you aware of any portion of the property ever have been flooded? Damage? No. Any mold? Notice to the buyer. This is regarding flood insurance. Other conditions and factors. What other material important information? My horse is buried in the backyard in the pet cemetery. I guess it's a dead body. We don't need to disclose that. And then review and send. So I'd like to see answers highlighted in yellow are incomplete. Answers with an orange outline have a question submitted to your agent. Click on any question to edit or submit to your agent as is. So that's kind of nice, and it'll take you to your incomplete. Okay, one flagged. So let's see what happens here. One flagged. In progress with one flag. So let's go in there. And it has questions up here. One question. The type of water pipe such. Okay, so it does give you the question, or what is this? That's good, because otherwise, if they just said, what is this? And it didn't give you the question, then it could be challenging. Okay, so let's go back over here. I'm probably screwing it up by trying to be the seller and the okay. So if I go in progress, question, but how do you answer that question? I don't know how to, I guess you just have to call them and answer it because there's no place to respond here that I can see. Let me see if I can scroll down. No way to answer that question. So you'd have to call your client, it looks like, and answer that question. Once they log back in, let's see if I can get back there because I'm logged in as the agent. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Obviously, this is going to take a little bit of setup too. This is new. They didn't ask me that before. Shiprock. Oh, and there's a little video, probably way better than mine. But hey, I just want to make you, if nothing else, I want to make you aware that this is here because I think a lot of people don't even know about it. Okay, let's create your first template. I don't want to do that. All right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to go back and play with this a little bit. Go into my account because I think I used that Michelle had asked Michelle Shelton. Let's see what it sent right here. Start your disclosure. Sorry if this is like the most boring training ever. Okay, so we have our questions here. Viewing complete. I'm not aware of any title issues. And then viewing complete. No, I'm not aware of any of that. Okay, then you can review it. And let's see what it does. Okay, everything looks good. Send for review. And let's see if that goes to me. Sent to your agent for review. Completed. Your disclosures are being reviewed. Okay. So it lets your client know completed, and it lets the agent know. We've attached Michelle Shelton's completed residential seller property disclosure visit property file. And I wonder if you can download them now. You'd have to be able to download them filled out. Okay, there they are. All right, well, I hope that this didn't put you to sleep, but go and sign up for your free Breeze account. You go to AAR online. And if you don't know your NRDS number, there's a few ways you can find it. It comes on your Realtor magazine, but you can also do look up NRDS number. Whoops. Right here. Click on that, and then enter your last name. I have to remember which email I used in here. Oh, and there it gives you my number. So that's how you find your number if you're having a challenge logging in to AAR. It's supposed to be a single sign-on, but I find it's really not a single sign-on. But God bless them. They do their best on this. So it's still it's a pretty great site to use, and I use it a lot. So I hope this was helpful. Have an amazing day. Oh, and remember to go to our YouTube channel, myregame.com. Have a great night.